Hello and welcome to our poster, An Exploratory Study on the Phonetic Expression of Successful Motivation in Italian. During the past years, a few studies were conducted to find out whether there are acoustic phonetic parameters that characterize a motivating way of speaking. Here, it has been figured out that there are some parameter constellations that seem to promote a motivating impact. However, these studies were mostly focused on German speech. To gain a more comprehensive insight into the topic, we are interested in whether or not there are cross-linguistic parallels in the acoustic phonetic expression of motivation. Therefore, we will have a look at motivating speech in another language, namely Italian, in the present study. To be able to compare the results of our analysis of Italian motivating speech to findings regarding German motivating speech, we conduct the present study in a similar fashion. This includes the following. We collected audio spurs from freely available videos of motivating speech. The videos are presented by female Italian speakers. In contrast to studies on German speech, we collected videos of 4 speakers. The videos have a similar topic, namely motivating an audience to engage in sports and to be on a healthy diet, and a similar argumentation structure. The videos received online ratings, on which basis we were able to group them into 2 categories. The category More Motivating Speech, abbreviated as MMS, and the category Less Motivating Speech, abbreviated as LMS. In total, we gain about 45 minutes of speech material, divided into 20 minutes of MMS and 25 minutes of LMS. The data is annotated automatically on the level of interpauser units, followed by manual corrections. In a second step, we employ Praat scripts to analyze the data automatically with respect to a subset of acoustic phonetic features that have been previously investigated to correlate with motivating speech in German. These features are F0 in terms of median and variation coefficient, intensity in terms of median and variation coefficient, and duration. The subsequent statistical analysis focuses on 3 means of descriptive statistics: the location, the variance, and the form of distribution. We analyze them with non-parametric tests in R due to a non-normal distribution of most of the investigated features. Although our dataset is too sparse to allow for generalizations, some interesting observations could be made. In comparison to the LMS speakers, the MMS speakers employ rather short RPU durations. Further, the median intensity levels of MMS speakers vary slightly more in the course of the speech than those employed by the LMS speakers. However, the variation of intensity is slightly higher in LMS than in MMS. Regarding F0, we observed small but still significant differences between the 2 groups in terms of a slightly higher F0 median and a slightly lower F0 variation coefficient for LMS speakers. The differences between LMS and MMS are significant for all parameters in all 3 means of descriptive statistics. Only for duration and F0 variation coefficient, there is no significant difference in terms of variance of distribution. The results show that there are tendencies in the data that support the assumption of a motivating speaking style in Italian. The observations we made contrast partially with findings regarding German motivating speech, namely with respect to duration and F0 median. Therefore, this exploratory study tentatively suggests that there are different strategies to express motivation on the acoustic phonetic level across different languages. However, as we observe considerable inter-speaker variation within the investigated conditions and our dataset is rather sparse, this tendency must be considered carefully and requires further investigation. With this, I thank you for your attention and I'm looking forward to your questions and feedback.